Hey everyone, Alicia Israel here with again Jack, my partner in crime. Today we wanted to talk to you all about raspberry ketones. So a few years ago, he seems so excited about the raspberry ketones. So a few years ago, the media really hyped up this compound in terms of its fat burning effects. So we're going to talk about it today, a little bit about what it actually is, if it's effective, why it's found in certain supplements, and the real research behind it. And specifically, I want to talk to you guys about this because it is found a lot in women's supplements. So particularly, I have more of an interest in it and want to discuss it with you all today. So, first thing, what are raspberry ketones? First thing, they are actually, it's just a compound that's extracted from red raspberries, and you typically find raspberry ketones. Honey, you're disturbing the video. Oh, he wants to play. Just go get your duck. All right. So, where was I? So, raspberry ketones are actually found more so in cosmetics for flavoring. Also some processed foods for flavor. So that's where we typically found it. So actually when I was putting on my lip gloss this morning, I was tasting it. I'm like, it's really raspberry-ish. I probably have raspberry ketones in my lip gloss. Anyway, that's where historically it's been found. However, the compound itself, the structure is actually very similar to synephrine and ephedrine. So from a research standpoint, if we kind of gear into that, I think that's where the gears were turning a little bit to see if raspberry ketones in certain dosages had a fat burning effect because the compound looked so similar to synephrine and ephedrine. So let's get into the data. So they took raspberry ketones and tested it in a few different ways. So they tested it in a test tube on rats and one human study. One. Keep that in mind. Okay, so in the test tube, they did find fat burning effects from raspberry ketones. In the rat study, they did find fat burning effects from the raspberry ketones. However, the dosage they had to use was astronomically high, not possible for human consumption. So high that it wouldn't be practical to supplement it for humans for us to metabolize it correctly for experience a fat burning effect from it. So when they actually did the human study, they did use raspberry ketones and found a fat burning effect. However, they used not only raspberry ketones, but other ingredients. Caffeine was one of them, and then a few others. One was actually, again, similar to the structure of synephrine, so it wasn't tested by itself. It was tested with multiple ingredients at once, kind of like a fat-burning pill. Pop it in. They took it, and so there's really no way to say that the raspberry ketones were what elicited that fat-burning effect. You can't really say. They've taken it with multiple different things. So that's the actual data on fat burning. Test tube, rats, that's kind of inconclusive because you can't correlate it to human consumption. And then the one human study where they took a bunch of crap. So you can't really say it's the ketones that actually elicited the fat burning. So that's the research that was actually founded on this big hype of raspberry ketones. So you might be asking yourself, if it was inconclusive, why do you find it in fat burning supplementation, especially for women? Like most things, research is very easily misconstrued, misinterpreted, and exaggerated. It's very easy to do when you don't understand how to read methods and conclusions of studies. So when that happens, the media gets a hold of it, some celebrities get a hold of it, I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about, and they blast it on their platform, and it turns into a way bigger thing than it should have been. And before you know it, it's in every supplement on the shelves when there's really no science to back it up and the effectiveness. So really, it's kind of the lamest thing ever. Like there's there's more different ingredients you can take to get more bang for your buck. You shouldn't have to take thousands upon thousands of milligrams of a supplement to gain a fat burning effect when there's a million other things you can take that you don't have to dose it that high, which can even give you a better effect. So it's not the most bang for your buck. Is it gonna harm you if you take it? No, but it's a waste of your money because there's really no evidence in human trials to show that it works. There's not. So you can look it up yourself, actually, if you want to. I get a lot of my information on supplements from examine.com. I'm a big fan of that website. A lot of great researchers put their time and effort into that site. It's non-biased. And what's really cool is when you look up a supplement, if you scroll down on that supplement page, if you go to the references at the bottom, it'll show every single study they used to elicit their summary of that compound. So it's really cool. It's pretty comprehensive, I would say. So definitely check it out. But for this particular ingredient, if you buy something that has raspberry ketones in it, you look at the label, the raspberry ketones are on there somewhere. What I want you to do is put that sucker back. Put it back, because they just put an ingredient in there that doesn't work. So what's that tell you about anything else they put in it or the integrity of the company? Just put it on back. So you're welcome. Raspberry ketones are a no-go. Don't waste your money. So how do you feel about raspberry ketones, Jack? See, Jack knows too. So I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to comment below. This video will also be part of a lead-up to this article I'm writing on raspberry ketones, so feel free to write comments there. Have a great day, y'all.